Thanks for the correction. All right, I think we're good. They hold Slaughter before we play a good deck. So I had originally had someone submit a blue-black fairies deck that was doing something kind of close to this with Faerie Seers and some ninjas. And then this, 73 of the 75, I changed a couple of sideboard cards. Posted a 5-0 result in a Moto League. It looks like relatively clean. Ice-Fang Coatl here as a way to draw extra cards when you bounce it with your ninjutsu, as well as being a removal spell as the game goes along. Seems appealing, so let's give it a try. Where are our faithful suitings? I've got 4 Leyline of the Voids and 2 surgical extractions, so we're going to cross our fingers and hope that's enough. I do have Yu-Gi-Oh! Cryptic Command, so it's a little unfortunate. Ziggurat, thanks for the 13 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Oh, Moto. Taking a little while to find things this morning. How does this pile feel? How the fuck am I supposed to know that, Seth? We've been live for 3 minutes. Even if we'd been live for 30 minutes, how would I know? That's not how magic works. Come on, you're not new here. This isn't the Lazy Hot Takes channel. Seems pretty reasonable. Inquisition U, Mana Leak U, Snap Inquisition U. Alright, well they don't have a Cavern of Souls. They have a lot of other stuff though. I think I'm supposed to take Aether Vial here. I guess Giver like turns off most of my removal. I need this Mana Leak to be live though, I think. I don't think I can win this game. I think I could win this game without my Mana Leak having text. And I guess this can't protect itself, so it's not quite actual Mother of Ruin, so the first removal spell just has to go here. That's not terrible. And I assume this is going to attack because it can't protect itself. Yeah, definitely missed a free point of damage there. So their hand right now is Flooded Strand, Mausoleum Wanderer. I guess I just cast this Inquisition as opposed to Snap Inquisitioning because what's the word that I'm searching for? Snapcaster Mage can be used to get a removal spell back later, whereas Inquisition is only ever going to be a discard spell. Happy Wednesday, Party Bus. Hoping to draw a removal spell here. Fatal Push so we can pair it with the Snapcaster. That's pretty good. I like early mornings when half the chat has their swords. Go ahead, Beetle. Yeah, a lot of the early folks are the regulars. So they can obviously Mausoleum Wanderer this mana leak, but I'm kind of okay with that. That's still killing one of their things effectively with the Snapcaster Mage. So I think that's fine. Basically just wanna get a 1-for-1 here. This cuts them off of an attack for 3 this turn, which is nice. Ninja's not looking particularly good in Modern so far, believe it or not. Although I guess they're exceptionally bad in a matchup like this where my opponent has a bunch of evasive threats. This deck's also playing 21 lands, and we've seen a good chunk of lands this game. I guess that's not too true. For 14 cards, yeah, half our cards have been lands. Okay. All right. So you're saying there's a chance. That's all I really need, chat's a chance. Take a chance on me. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Wow, rude. Extra island, extra island. So, is Ice-Fang eating the Lord? Oh, I guess Ice-Fang doesn't technically eat either of these, right? Because of the Giver. So, I think I'm casting Ice-Fang still. Because I want to draw a removal spell so I can, like, snap the removal spell. Man, that's bad. I want to say I watched your Underlord vids and I enjoyed them thoroughly. Yeah, that game seems really sweet. I can see why the genre is popular. Alright, so we're dead, right? I guess I do this and I pass. But if they make us have it here, we do not have it and we will be dead. So they can just give this Pro Blue and kill us. Hey Ferg. Well, I appreciate the support. Welcome to a live one. Glad you enjoy the YouTube stuff. Well, they're letting me block. I guess I block with Faerie Seer. Alright, well, they didn't make me have it, so that's nice. I'm gonna snap opt here, hope for the best. Cryptic Command buys me some fogs. God, these ninjas just won't go away. So I'm attacking with both of these. Because this means I get to kill one of their things. Oh, I should have attacked with this too, right? I could have picked it up. Yeah, I should have attacked with that too. That's a mistake. Ninjutsu can happen anytime after no blocks have been declared before damage happens. Is the TLDR on it. Alright, going to 1. Cryptic Command still buys me time. So I should have attacked with this last turn too. And then I would have been able to ninjutsu last turn. So like once no blocks have been declared, we ninjutsu. Need to draw another card here. Still looking for that Cryptic Command. Mana Leak dead. Just like, got through 24 cards in our deck without ever seeing a Fatal Push or a Cryptic Command. It's the low variance Magic the Gathering game that we know and love. Cut these Mana Leaks, bring in 2 Dismembers and 2 trophies. I think I want to cut one of these ninjas here because they're kind of hard to connect with. Thanks, Solera. Yeah, it seems like a sweet game. I can see why the genre is very popular. It's very similar to a deck building game. Those are definitely one of my favorite board game genres. Yeah, I played a couple of games against the computer, and then I played one game against people before I signed off last night. There's like 2.5 hours of stuff on YouTube from it. Always, yep, website forum, Oucho. Website forum. This hand doesn't have a... This hand doesn't have a spell for the Snapcaster Mages in it. 4 snaps might be too many in this deck, honestly. 4 snaps might be too many. This morning will be our second time playing Bridgevine. It's fine. Yeah, I've got a lot of... I'm probably just getting a little bit unfortunate here. Yeah, I've got 4 ops, 4 push, 4 Inquisition. Yeah, we're probably just a little bit unlucky. Just like never draw spells in our otherwise deck that has a low land count. Like, not super excited to trade it to Mausoleum Wanderer here, but it's like where we're at in life. At least when we're flooded, it's easy to trigger the I mean, we are playing 21 lands. We're not at 18. 18 is crazy. We have 21. We have 4 of the Scry 2 Fairy, Burgle. So we have 4 ops and 4 of the Scry 2 Fairy, so I think 21 is fine. I mean, like, that's just, like, completely nonsense, yeah? Like, Giver of Runes is giving us the business. Really? How? It doesn't protect itself. The fact that we've, like, in fact, we've yet to draw a removal spell for this card to give business to. It's like, how can it be giving us the business without us ever drawing a card that it can interact with? Get out of here. Don't be lazy. Think about what you're saying. Now, having fetched all basics means that my Snapcaster Mage unfortunately can't get opt back this turn, which is a little awkward for us. Alright, what do you got? We're pathing my thing. Yep, sure. Is that their only spell? I bet we're gonna see an empty hand here. Yep. I'm gonna snap opt here. Because if I find a Fatal Push, I can Fatal Push or Dismember. I can get rid of this Giver of Runes, and then I can block the Geist-Saint Draft. Perfect. Look at that. Look at that. There's a removal spell in my deck, chat. We did it. Hey, Hunter. Thanks for the 4 months. I appreciate the third of a year. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Oh, I can't block it because it's a 3/3. Alright, probably dead. I think we still Fatal Push there, but blocking is inaccurate. So I'm taking 8 on this combat step. 10 on this combat step. More than 10. Listen, sometimes you're just not supposed to win. Sometimes it's just not in the cards. Whenever I'm playing a good modern deck, I always wonder, like, what are Spirit's good matchups? So, decks full of removal seem like okay matchups. With decks full of removal with no sweepers seem like okay matchups for us. Actually, this isn't even a deck full of removal, right? Like, we only have 4. Like, the decks full of Lightning Bolts and Helixes and Paths are probably, like, the Jeskai decks are probably pretty good against Spirits. What are Spirit's good matchups? Are they like spell-based combo? I think I remember someone saying like when KCI was legal, it was good against that. Yeah, actually that's probably true, Burgle. This many fetch lands with the Scry 2 Fairy seems counterproductive. These are probably fine. Mana Leak's probably reasonable against the Valakut deck. Two, 3, 4, land for turn is 5, so I can go ahead and ninjutsu here. Hey, Zillan, thanks for the 2 months. Welcome back. Good luck in the rest of your league. I think I just want to lean into blue mana, right? Because I have Cryptic Command. Yeah, to a degree, Burgle. I don't know, the first match we also just like drew way more Ice Fangs than like spells, right? Like there's only 4 green spells in the main deck. Like we just drew all of them while not drawing any of our Black Disruption. Hour of Promise. Alright, we've died. This is good. This is how playing fair decks in Modern feels. This is how playing fair decks in Modern feels. For people who might be new to Modern and confused why I'm conceding here, my opponent has assembled Valakut, the Molten Pinnacle, along with 6 mountains, which means every land drop and ram spell they play from here on out is going to deal 3 damage to something, which means I can never reasonably keep a creature in play. So, we are dead. And I can't interact with their land, because interacting with lands is incredibly difficult in Modern, and not something that you can do very frequently. I'm going to trim these Inquisitions, actually, because they don't really take meaningful cards from my opponent. Bring in the Forces, bring in the Thoughtseizes, because they take their bigger spells like Hour of Promise and Titan. Aside from the 2 Dismembers in the sideboard, this deck lists card for card 5-0 to League. Which it's always fun. It's always fun to play decks like this that like posted a result that looked like a dumpster fire, because you play them and you're like, oh right, Magic's got a lot of variants and dumpster fires can 5-0. Alright, let's shock this in and see if we can get 3 looks to our second land here. Oh yeah, nothing but professionalism here, chat. Nothing but professionalism here. Good morning, tacos. I played a fairy on 1, chat. That means I can Spellstutter Sprite their turn 2 play. We're so good at this. Oh, yeah. Fear the fairy. Fear the fairy. Still can't figure out how to unsub. Welcome back, JW. Thanks for the 30 months. I appreciate it. Alright, let's check out our options here. I'm going to bottom that, looking for a land. Alright, we'll cast this Thoughtseize since we missed. Alright, we'll take the Tireless Tracker, and we'll just hope that we can snap Thoughtseize this Titan or Cryptic Command it by the time it happens. I don't know if I'm convinced that this is a Modern playable card. This is the part where they cast like Anger of the Gods. Search, sure. Better than losing my squad. Alright, so they've got Titan in 2, so I got 2 shots to draw land. Perfect. Don't mind me just putting myself to 10. Just fetch shocking a Thoughtseize it over here. Alright, and this is the part where we cross our fingers and clench our butt cheeks and hope that my opponent never draws a meaningful spell. And by that I mean we need them to break this turn, so that way I can draw a land and hold Cryptic Command up. Excuse me, sir. This is very clearly a 2-power creature. Alright, I've now done 12 points of damage to myself, but I'm holding up Cryptic Command. Yeah, this is my 5th turn in this gap match. This is basically the senior citizen version of a modern game. It's lasted a very long time. Alright, Cryptic Command. Hold the door. Hold the door. Alright. Alright, we did it. We cast some discard spells and they didn't top deck on us. We got them. This is just not keepable, right? Like turn 2 Ice-Fang, turn 3 this just doesn't seem playable. Alright. Alright. I've got a turn 1 Faerie Seer and a Dream. I got a turn 1 Faerie Seer. Let's go. Let's go. Do. Oh no. Do. Oh no. Alright, do I bottom the second one? I feel like I'm supposed to bottom the second one. I kind of just need to hit a green source and play this Ice-Fang, I think. I guess keeping one of those means I have something to snap back. It gives me one more look. I don't know. On a scale of 1 to dead, I'm feeling very solidly on the dead side of the scale. This is where the magic happens. This is where the magic happens. It's fine. We're playing Bridgevine next. I'm gonna play. I set it up so we can play a good deck. Oh yeah, and they just have a Valakut and play again, so I can just like never beat this because I can't interact with their land, and their land's gonna kill all my creatures. Yay! Fair decks in Modern. Yay! Yay! Magic. I mean, if it makes us feel better, the fact that they have Valakut drawn naturally here probably means even if I drawn lands that game, that I wasn't gonna be able to do anything. Probably means that I wasn't going to be able to do anything. We're back to only accepting good Modern decks after this last week and a half of getting beat up. I've got a couple of stinkers left in the queue. I've got red-green lands and zombie devotion that might be a little bit rough, but the other 6 or 7 decks in there after this one, other than those two, are pretty reasonable. Hey, Rhino, thanks for the 7 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Yeah, I looked at the 75. That would be something I would play Python. Seems fine. Decks like that have put up a result that seem interesting are things that I'm definitely okay playing. Especially if they've got a combo in them or quality interaction. Dredge! Alright, so real question. Do I concede and go to the post-board games where I get to have Leylines and Surgicals? Do I show them what I'm playing? This format is so rancid. Alright, let's board in these. Let's cut the fatal pushes. You know, I wonder... maybe this person, when they 5-0'd with this deck, they just played against Dredge and Bridgevine 5 times and just, like, had all their sideboard cards. I'd believe that. I think Inquisition's fine here, especially on the play. Sometimes you get them with only one Enabler Burgle, so if you, like, take their Faithless Looting or their Cathartic Reader or their Shriekcore and their hand just, like, doesn't do anything after that. I have pregame effects. Land, Nature's Claim. You know, maybe I should leave all my Spellstutter Sprites in to protect against Nature's Claim. Why? Oh no. Oh no. I'm in danger. But chat, I get to play a fairy that scries to. Think of the power of my scry to. Oh, was it better to fairy first? No, I don't think so. I wanted to opt first, so that way if I drew Inquisition, I could Inquisition them. Man, our opponent's going to be in a lot of trouble next turn when I cast this Infiltrator and draw a card. I'm going to hit him down to 18. We're going to really have him on the ropes. Gonna really have him on the ropes next turn. Concede the match and I'll donate 500 bits. Gosh, that's so... I don't... No, I can't do that. We had people... I feel like I might have a chance here with this Force of Negation. I feel like I should give it the college try. Cause like I could find like a surgical here. If I draw Leyline, I can cast it. So as someone who like likes to concede when we're certainly dead, I feel like I'm not just dead here. And I feel like it would be rude to the person who donated for the deck to just give up. I conceded the first game because we couldn't win, but based on the cards and like what they're doing, I don't think we're in a can't win position from this spot. If we were in a mostly couldn't win position, I'd give it to you, snap it off, not close, king of concessions and all that, but so, and this is why I actually get to Force of Negation this. I think I'm going to pitch the Ice-Fang here. And this exiles it. So, like, they don't get to dredge next turn. They don't have a land. Yeah, we have like a very real shot here. Like, a lot of people are like, Jeff, you concede too early. I think a lot of people just don't realize when they've effectively lost a game in Modern a lot of the time. Is what it comes down to. Because, like, games like this we're still in, right? Like, that first game we're, like, pretty, like, single-digit percentages or less. But, like, here we're, like, we're fine. We're not guaranteed to win, but we've got a real shot. They have another loam. Yep. Yeah, like if I draw a Leyline or a Surgical Extraction here, or like another Force of Negation, like I've got a lot of things here that are potentially good. That is a good draw. It lets me draw 4 cards. I think I'm going to go ahead and pick up the Spellstutter Sprite. Maybe Scrying 2 is just better, actually. Surgical! Surgical! Ugh. That's not the hate card we want. Unfortunately can't cast that yet. With Sprite plus Spell Pierce, though, we should live to cast it next turn, right? They didn't hit anything meaningful there, so that's nice. I'm going to fetch my Snow-Covered Swamp and Sprite this loam if they cast it. You can't pay the alternative casting cost with Snapcaster Mage. So you can't snap target force and then pay the extra. So Snapcaster Mage explicitly gives something a flashback equal to its converted mana cost. I think we're good to win here. Yeah, exactly. You could snap Surgical because snapping Surgical is, oh, I don't have another Overgrown Tomb. That's awkward. So I wanted to end step this, but I guess I end step Snap Opt, huh? Because I ideally want to find another land here, so that way I can, play Leyline while still holding up, Spellstutter Sprite. Is the goal to protect it from Nature's Claim. As much as I would love to draw 9 cards here, I'm looking for a land. Yeah, I think I do, Burgle. You think I want to just hold up a bunch of sprites and stuff? Yeah, I guess that's fair. You get to draw infinite cards here. Let's draw 4 cards and find out. Getting double Infiltrator out is kind of gross. Getting double Infiltrator going is incredibly satisfying. So, thinking about how that game went, I think these sprites are probably better than the Ice-Fangs, huh? Is that the case? Do we agree or disagree? They did not see Surgical. Does this seem good? Are we happy with how I'm sideboarded? Technically, like, change the curve here a little bit. Yeah, Inquisition gets worse on the draw is definitely true. I believe that. Maybe I just bring the Ice-Fangs in. We played Leyline on 0. They claimed our Leyline on 1. Yeah, I'm gonna do. I'll leave two Inquisitions in. That's fine. Maybe Mana Leak's marginally better. Maybe. The fact that we can't Inquisition a claim is awkward. Yeah, this is fine, right? I've got Faerie Seer plus up to dig for a land, and I've got Surgical into Snap Surgical, hopefully. We're on the draw. They know we're a Leyline deck, so maybe they're more likely to mulligan for like their claims or keep a weak hand on the back of a claim. And then double Surgical can go to work from there. It depends on what your hand looks like and what they show you, Anoronics. It depends on a number of factors. So like here, for example, they binned Stinkweed Imp, And because I have a second Surgical, I'm more inclined to Surgical their Dredger here just to slow them down. Awkward. Yeah, so like, I think it's right to go after the Stinkweeds at this point. I think that's the plan. I've been enjoying the videos. I can't watch live as often. Cannot wait to play the Griselbrand deck I bought. Yeah, thanks for the 14 months, Slayer. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying the YouTube stuff. Thanks for keeping me around. And the rest of their hand is poop. So sometimes Surgicaling their Dredger ends up real good. What is in their deck? Let's take a picture because it lasts longer. They got one Hogok in their deck. They've got a Blast Zone in their hand. Exiled all four, right? Yep. So, like, and again, people have been asking, like, well, what are you supposed to Surgical in these matchups? Had my opponent, for example, discarded 2 Dredgers there, we wouldn't want to take their Dredger because they'd still have one left over, for example. They've been Conflagrate and a Prize Amalgam, so their hand is Narcomoeba, Blast Zone, 2 cards I don't know. All right, so there's the land. So do I... Yeah, I was just about to say, their hand is so bad, I think I take the looting here and just, like, hope that's good enough. Yeah, we did win game 2. The glasses have been good, Wubwin. They have worked as advertised. Do I want to just spell Pierce looting? The problem is they have a second one in their bin. I think I like Snap Surgical to looting just because it allows me to get aggressive here. Why would we wait till their draw step? Not their upkeep, their draw step. Yeah, draw step Surgical is definitely correct. Let's just see one more card out of their hand. So we Surgical inside of their draw step because we're taking a sorcery speed thing here. And they drew a Cathartic Reunion. Cathartic could let them start powering through here. We'll see. If they find like a Bloodghast or they get to Dredge, the fact they have 2 Narcomoebas in their openers really in their hand right now is really good for us though. It means it's harder for them to get these amalgams back. Hey, Vault Bros, thanks for the 5 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Yeah, we're been doing double Modern every day this week, or double Moto every day to start. This is our first of 2 Magic Online decks this morning. And Too Much Dog, thanks for the 5 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Is there only Dredger Loam now? I just closed my screenshot. Usually they have a Golgari Thug too. Oh, we're just conflagrating my squad. Sure, that makes sense. Narcomoebas aren't doing much anyways. I think I'm getting Watery Grave here because I want to be able to cast Leyline if I draw it eventually. The death touch on this is like mostly irrelevant. Leyline. So I think I want to just be able to snap up to this turn. It's unfortunate I can't snap pierce with the Cathartic Reunion in their hand. Like if they find a Dredger for the Cathartic Reunion, I'm going to be in a little bit of trouble. Yeah, I think I messed up by fetching the basic forest. The Death Touch on this is mostly irrelevant. So this probably should have just been Breeding Pool. If they like hit a Dredger for this Conflagrate for this Cathartic Reunion here, I'm gonna be in a lot of trouble. All right, they did not hit a Dredger. They've been to Hagark, which are pretty far away from casting. They cast another Narcomoeba. That's really good for us. Down to bottom that. I would have given us an opt for this Snapcaster. I think that's fine. Kind of surprised they didn't trade here. Do I keep this? I think I keep that. Correct, Burgle. They need two black or green creatures. Found a target for Spell Pierce. Need a Rude Chanter's Pike, right? Alright, I think we're en route here. Opponent prioritizing, killing the other fairy. Makes sense. Is this where our limp back returns are? Our 0-2 into a 3-2 begins here. Feels. Don't call it a comeback, kids. So you're saying there's a chance. So they're gonna blow up Blast Zone here, I assume. Which means they go to 9 and are tapped out. But then I have Leyline of the Void plus Force of Negation now. So, and then once I get to untap, I have Spellstutter Sprite. Take my 2 for 3 there. Alright, I just need another threat. I think I'm just doing this so that way if I draw a ninja, I have a thing in play. Since I have a backup for, I have a backup in case they draw, what's it called? Nature's Claim. This does give them a window to claim me, but the 3/3 erases my 1/1, so I need to counter it. That Snapcaster cast Cryptic and Force of Negation. Yeah, double surgical to start. Bought us enough time. If you really want to beat Dredge with these decks that don't have a chance game 1, having 6 board cards for the matchup is probably about where you need to be. I want to counter this because it's getting back Blast Zone. That's fine, I think. I have a Leyline, so it's getting exiled regardless, Cuthbert. Welcome to the party, Inquisition. All right, we're on the scoreboard, chat. We're on the scoreboard. The old concede game 1 after we find out they're playing Dredge, and to win both the postboard games, the backs, the powerful sideboard cards. Nothing truly embodies Modern more than that. Yay sideboard cards. Hey, Coma Cake, thanks for the 16 months. I appreciate them. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Hey now, Force of Negation helped us win both the games we won too. So you could argue we had like 8 good cards for that matchup. We are going to kick the tires on Red-White Land Destruction again today in Standard. I mean, expensive cards are always good when they don't die and they get to do their thing, right? Like, that's why they cost so much mana. It's like people are like, this 6 mana card's really good in Modern. It's like, well, I guess, but like, you probably were in a lot of danger of dying on your way to casting that spell. Trigger. Look at us. Look at us giving them the old 1-2. Winning. This is a good die roll to win. Believe it or not, your Spellstutter Sprite deck is significantly better on the play than on the draw. Weird, I know. It's strange. No one believes that. Winning die rolls and sideboards, the 2 most important things in Modern. What if we didn't? What if I fetch this basic forest, and then I cast this Mana Leak? And then we check out some of my options. I think I'm bottoming that for now. This is so incredibly fair, right? Ooh. Do I ninjutsu? I don't think I do. I think I'm supposed to wait. I think I want to hold up Sprite. I'm gonna let this happen. And then go Ice-Fang plus Fatal Push, I think. Because I want the most chances to hit my 4th land. So that way I can Infiltrator plus still hold up a Sprite, basically. Yeah, now I get to play this, Infiltrator, pick this up, and then like have this slash Sprite still up, which is nice. Sure, you got him. I should technically wait to hit before I play my land, so I draw like an Inquisition here. I'm going to feel bad. 3rd Sprite's the charm, chat. Get this into play in case we draw another ninja. It also makes our additional Spellstutter Sprites better. Now the question is going to be, can I race like their treetop village, which I currently can't really. Wonder if we'll see him cycle the Peat land here. I'm going to start fetching my shock lands out tapped. I got 2 more of those. Yep. It's a decent draw. They attack with Treetop. I'm going to bounce it. I mean, counter spells aren't really what we're looking to draw at this point, right? Like I'm looking to draw like Fatal Pushes. Yeah, Underlord seems interesting. I can see why it is a popular genre of game. It seems very, very similar to like various deck building games that I've played in paper. It's gonna be free, Bob. If you wanna get into the early access, it's $10, but it's supposed to release for free on everything later this week or early next week. They just spent 2 Fatal Pushes on my Spellstutter Sprite, so I guess. Sweet, and Ice-Fang deals with Treetop next turn. These types of games are so much fun to play. I really wish they were the norm in Modern. But it's just like the sad truth that like this style of matchup is just like not the norm of this format. You do get some good ones on occasion though. What if we didn't? Gosh, this is my opponent's 8th turn. That's so many turns, chat. 1 ninja, please. Alright, I mean, that's like... It's like ninja adjacent. I'm gonna leave Ice-Fang back here. Am I? This puts them to 8. They attack me to 7. Now let's just kill him. Or first we'll see him cycle the peatland here. Sure. We'll see him do this and cycle the peatland. Huh? Think I'm gonna double block the Quagmire? Check out some of our options here. Ooh, candy. Cast Baleful Strix. Your move, Yugi boy. This is all we got. Don't damnation me, bro. Weren't they dead on the crackback with no blocks there? No? I'd have had 4, 5, 6. What's going on, Dougie? We are match 4, game 1. Match 4 heading to sideboard. Alright, so trophies and dismembers sound great. Inquisitions do not. The first 2 matches with this deck, you're not gonna miss much. Yeah, Spell Pierce is fine in the draw. Mana Leak's pretty bad. In fact, Inquisition might just be better than Mana Leak. It's probably the case. Mana Leak and Inquisition are both pretty mediocre here. Oh, sure. Yeah, Last Hope's probably a tough nut to crack for this deck. Staticaster doesn't really see play, and Staticaster's easier for us to kill than Leyline in the Last Hope. So I would definitely argue that we're more worried about Last Hope than Staticaster. Huh? You think I'm just playing Ice-Fang? Hey, Cronkies. Crokies, thank you for the raid. Hope you had a good stream this morning. I believe Crokies usually plays Arena, like a lot of people who stream Magic these days. We're currently playing some Modern on Magic Online. We'll be pivoting over to some Arena shortly, not shortly, a couple hours. We play some non-rotating formats to start today. I think we're dead to this now, right? I'm not sure that I can really beat this card once it gets leveled up. This is still 2 turns away from Death Touch at a minimum because it needs 3 other ice snow permanents. So they have a 4/4 with protection from instants now, and they can get it up to protection from everything here shortly. Hey, thanks for the $25 tip. I appreciate that. This is for Hollowed One. Sounds good. $165 on the ladder. That's probably pretty safe for the remainder of the season. Yeah, push doesn't work here because it's this is an instant. I don't really have any sorceries in my deck at this point. I think we're just dead. Yeah, I just don't have outs to this card. I think this card's really good in these fair matchups. You probably asked me to time you out at some point. When you get timed out, you lose your sword. Yeah, that was rough. Gotta take or kill that one. I guess I should have killed that one instead of Bob. It's hard to know. Bob draws them a lot of cards. I guess I just can't beat them like untapping on 3 and leveling it to protection from instants though. So maybe it was just a misassessment of their threats on my part, and I should have just killed the Bob. Oh, I mean, sure, I guess. I don't like to mulligan aggressively against the decks full of discard spells. This hand has most of its colors. Cryptic is fine. We get to opt to get a little bit of selection going. What's going on, Sabian? I will probably do some more Underlords at some point this week, but I'm not planning to stop streaming Magic anytime soon. I've been wanting to diversify for a little bit, just so the entirety of my career isn't tied to Wizards' indifference to me and their success with Magic. But I haven't found another game that really has an audience that keeps my attention. And maybe Underlords could be that. Do some amount of that every week. Is indifferent. Yep. Indifferent's the politest way to put it, right? I did a short Underlord stream last night for those who want to see me fumble around learning it to start. I'll probably do some more later this week. I threw it all up on YouTube like everything else. Opponent didn't plan to snap push here, which gives us a chance to snap opt, and the fact that we're just like gonna get to have Cryptic Command up on an empty board here is really good. You got him. You've fatal pushed my cantrip. I'm gonna bottom this. I like already have a push in my bin for later. Give me something to Cryptic, opponent. Please and thank you. Oh, stand up for a bit. Shake the rust out. It's a pretty good one to Cryptic. I wonder, it's possible I should have played a fetch land this turn. If I would have played a fetch land this turn, I could have snapped fatal push this, which is maybe better. Getting to Inquisition and get a lay of the land here is pretty good. I can also fetch shock a Watery Grave and snap the Inquisition, potentially. Depending on what the texture of their hand looks like here. Last Hope. That's a good one. That's a good one to get rid of. And then, yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and fetch shock and take their fatal push. Is OP not playing Goyf? We haven't seen them cast a Goyf yet. Oh my god, I just clicked on fatal push. Oh, jeez, that's a bad one. That's really unfortunate. Oh, I was talking about taking their fatal push and just foobarred it. That might cost us the game. I think that sounds a little bit hyperbolic, but I think we're gonna be okay. They're up a fatal push due to my misclick. You got him. All right, and now we're gonna snap a fatal push intentionally so we can kill the Dark Confidant. They've got a lot of utility lands, their mana base. They've got Blast Zone, Field, Nurturing, Peatland, Hissing Quagmire, Treetop Village. Coatl's actually been pretty good. The fact that it always draws a card makes it pretty reasonable. I'll hold on to this for now. They have a Damnation. Now, my mistake meant they were able to fatal push my second Snapcaster Mage, which does mean that they're going to get to sandbag this Damnation for a little bit. Because if I had 5 power, they'd probably be forced to pull the trigger a little bit sooner. No, Modern will keep gaining cards every set. No consideration for holding a land to bin to Liliana. Now, I think if they cast Liliana, I'll Ice-Fang in response. Wonder if we'll see him trade the Blast Zone for this. Skill game. That sounds depressing. Why does Modern continuing to grow sound depressing? What's wrong with that? Grab my last shock land. You'll note there that I elected to bounce my Snapcaster Mage with that Cryptic Command because that basically buys me 2 more Cryptic Commands. I get to Snapcaster, Cryptic, counter their next spell, bounce my Snapcaster Mage, target my next Cryptic, counter their next spell, bounce my Snapcaster Mage. Are we trophying the Blast Zone? No, I don't think so. I wanna hold up Snap Cryptic here. Maybe I trophy the Blast Zone if they just pass here. Yeah, I guess if they pass, I trophy the Blast Zone. Just so they can't Blast Zone my Snapcaster Mage to disrupt my Snap Cryptic lines. So this'll trade for Ice-Fang. And they'll be down a land. But that's fine. Alright, this is it, chat. Our match against Dredge did in fact signify our slow climb towards the 3-2. Yeah, that's correct, Sword and Shield. Modern, as non-rotating formats get older, the power level, as non-rotating formats gets bigger, the percentage of playable cards legal in them becomes smaller and smaller. Because the bar you have to clear to be playable goes up and up and up endlessly, basically. I'm glad this deck has 8 basics in it. It's really good against the Field of Ruin deck. I don't think it's possible, Foxicon. The problem is that Modern has such a variety of linear, obnoxious decks that you're just never able to print cards that are flexible enough to keep up with all of them. You get hit from too many different angles in Modern, is the issue. So I have 8 mana, so I can put this Infiltrator into play and still have Snap Cryptic up. Played a Modern League yesterday, played 4 Hogok and 1 Bird, yep. Ninja! The only way to make Modern less linear is to ban a bunch of stuff. And Wizards very clearly does not think the current Modern needs to change. And that's fine. Having a format that's very linear is probably an okay place to be. Seems like what they're happy with. So now, I know their last card is Damnation. So Snapcaster Mage is not like something like Torrential Gearhulk. Cryptic Command retains its text and flashback until end of turn. So in response to this Thoughtseize, I'll target the Cryptic Command. Thoughtseize will resolve. And then if they don't cast the Damnation into my Cryptic Command, at end of turn, I'll use Cryptic to bounce my Snapcaster Mage and draw a card. So either way, we're going to get the Snapcaster Mage back to our hand. And if they cast the Damnation, we'll counter their spell, bounce my Snapcaster. No, we're playing Snowlands purely for Ice-Fang. Can I have my friend back, please? Thank you. Yeah, I definitely think we ran pretty bad in the first 2 matches. I wonder. Oh, I should have scryed before attacking with this, right? Whatever. I have a Snap Cryptic up. probably kept that one on top. I think we're just looking for Cryptic Commands at this point. The worst part is we're not going to get to draw all these cards because our opponent's going to be dead next turn. It's really an incredible shame that our opponent's dead next turn. Otherwise, we'd get to draw 4 cards. The Chalice for 0 does not stop Force of Will. The converted mana cost of a magic card is the number that's printed in the upper right-hand corner. This just resolves because I know their last card is Damnation. And if they edict me, I just flash in Snapcaster Mage and then untap and kill them. That one's dead. Kill you. This is game 3. And we've got one more match, and then we're going to play a Bridgevine League before we move on to Standard. Cast the Snapcaster Mage you knew was there. Good. Good. Neo is a candy-flavored protein bar. I've got some of them around here somewhere. Yeah, on the top of my snack thing. I snack them on occasion. They're not a meal replacement bar. They're more of a snacker feel. I think they're 90 calories in a bar, something like that. I'm not someone who counts calories. Yeah, they're 90 calories in a bar. No, we're 2-2 at this deck. 4-0, we're 2-2. You have a command? Yeah, there we go. The link should have the nutrition information at it. I think with Cryptic in hand, I probably want to fetch a Watery Grave here. Going from playing a ton of Arena lately to playing a Modern League at MTGO. Good Lord, Arena spoils you. Yep. What is going on? That's a modern hand in the 2-2 bracket if I ever saw one. There's a 2-2 bracket modern hand. All right, let's go. Let's go. Triple tapped lands, no black mana. Yeah, must be Ancestral Drift, right? Whatever it's called. Opponent spent too much time watching The Fast and the Furious. Really hoping to draw a land next turn. Infiltrate. I could have gotten greedy and cast the Opt there, but... Oh, did they draw Path? They're digging for Path. Got it. Blue source. Rip. Deal. All right, so I'm going to play the Misty here. So this way, if they have the black source to cast Siege Rider next turn, I can crack the fetch and Fatal Push it. And then if I get to untap with Cryptic Command, we should be pretty good to go. Bounce their land. If they miss on a land drop again here and don't cast a spell, I'm definitely bouncing a land. Bitter Blossom's a pretty slow, clunky card for Modern, and this deck already has a lot of slow, clunky cards in it, so I don't think we want additional slow, clunky cards. We've successfully infiltrated. So Trophy's probably good for their namesake card, their enchantment, whatever. Mana Leak's probably busted against the deck full of 3 and 4 mana things. I really like the Snow Permanent guy, Burgle. I'd appreciate it if you didn't speak ill of my snake. He's a hard-working snake, okay? Hard-working snake. The fact that Force doesn't hit creatures, I think, means it's probably not good enough. Let's do this and just have more removal. I think they could rather just have more removal. Ooh, opponent has untapped lands in their deck. Busted. Untapped lands are busted, chat. I think I go top here. Definitely in for a mana leak next turn. I believe these are the Kelvin frames is the model that I have, -3 card. If you scroll up in the announcements channel in the subs Discord to where I posted about the Felix sponsorship, it lists, I listed what frames I have there. I believe Kelvin is what they are. So I'm actually gonna decline, nah, I'm not gonna decline casting Opt, I'm a liar. Let's just dig deeper. This way, if they don't play something I need to mana leak here, I can snap Opt, which seems good. They're good, Savage. They're very similar to the texture of them is very similar to like a Crunch Bar. Kind of crispy in the middle. I'm gonna grab a Forest here. Snap Opt. Then I get to start holding Cryptic Command up. If they have Fatal Push, I'm a little bit sad, but if they like Path to Exile me, I have plenty of lands to go find. I would love another Snapcaster Mage. Yeah, thanks for the timeout, Bulletproof Pope. I missed that on Luke's part. Let's not do that, Luke. Thanks. Do you think my opponent's gonna do anything meaningful here? Will they cast a spell? Find out next time. Alright, stack for 3 again. Cast my Scry Fairy. I got 2 Cryptics at this point, and my opponent's deck has 3 and 4 mana cards in it. Welcome to the 2-2 bracket of Modern. I'm actually going to go top here. I would love to draw a Ninja and then draw a land next turn. Oh no, they're killing all my dorks. Do you ever just concede the first 2 games of a league so you can play some fun O2 Magic instead of against Bridgevine? Oh, Modern. Underlords was a lot of fun. I think I'm going to, at least between now and when the new set releases on the 2nd, I'm going to work a little bit into the schedule. Still going to be working plenty out of the deck queue. We're not dropping Magic to play a different game, but I'm going to do 20, 25 hours of Magic and then maybe 5 to 10 hours of other games. And Dota Underlord seems like a great other game to add into the mix. It's got a lot of depth in a very small package. I had mentioned earlier I'd been meaning to diversify past just doing Magic stuff for a little while because WotC is WotC, and this game seems like a good excuse to do that. You think you'd leak there while it does something? Nah, I think I'd rather be more mana efficient. And because I have 6 mana, saving the mana leak means that I can Cryptic Command plus mana leak in the same turn, potentially on a future turn, and being able to double counterspell in a single turn seems potentially important. Another Overwatch. Yeah, we should do some Overwatch at some point. Usually, I do Overwatch with Christy, and Christy's Windows computer is currently broken because that's what Windows does. It breaks. So, I need to fix that so that way we can play together. I'm going to go ahead and Infiltrator here. It doesn't break. It was never functional to begin with. That's a fair assessment. If we win this game, we'll be 3-2. Oh no, don't trophy my thing. Hey, we beat Dredge this league, chat. We're a real deck. Hey, Hostage, thanks for the 3rd of the year. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Our sideboard beat Dredge. We do have 6 anti-graveyard cards in our sideboard. Fair's fair. What did we lose to? We actually got pretty unfortunate in the games that we lost. Eternal Witness. I don't really care about that, right? I think that's fine. J-Law loves us. Thank you for the 2-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. I say you let him have worship and kill their thing. No, let's not risk it. Alright, my opponent's deck full of clunky 3 and 4 mana cards was not successful at beating our deck with mana leaks and cryptic commands. So, we kind of got dumpstered in the first 2 matches, but I also kind of feel like we ran extra poor in those matches. Like, we had 2 games in a row against blue-white spirits where I just didn't have a removal spell in the top third of my deck. And then Valakut Titan, we mulliganed and then couldn't cast our spells. Honestly, all three of the new cards in this deck were, like, fairly reasonable at different points. Faerie Seer helped us hit land drops early. Ice-Fang was a great evasive coiling oracle that eventually turned into a removal spell in some situations. And getting to hit with 2 infiltrators at the same time is dirty. We also get to leverage playing 4 of the 2 most flexible blue spells in Modern. So, while I don't think a deck like this is going to be tier 1 by any means, I think especially if you pack a bunch of Leylines and Surgicals and these Force of Negations into the sideboard, you could have a real chance. Like, if you go back and look, if you didn't watch our 3rd match against Dredge, you're definitely going to want to go back and watch it. Both the post-board games have a number of very interesting decisions and lines in them. So if you think you might want to play this and you know you're going to run into Dredge, you're going to make sure you go back and watch that 3rd match. So this is probably something I'd play again. The games you lose just kind of suck, and that's Magic sometimes. But overall, like, especially against, like, the green-black rock deck, for instance, there's a lot of play there, and those games are genuinely fun, in my opinion. All right, now let's play a busted Modern deck. Let's play some Bridgevine.